Hey guys, so today I'll be telling you guys how is it to be a student here in China. As you can see right now, I'm on the basketball court. It's close to a soccer pitch here, and first of all, to start with, I'll be talking about how to get an admission in the university here in China. So admissions here in China is not quite difficult, but it's not that simple too. It depends on like what you want to do and which school you want to go. So there are quite a lot of scholarships. There are lots of scholarships you can apply. You have the Chinese government scholarship, we have local government scholarship, municipal scholarships, and the schools too. Some of the schools to have scholarships too. So it depends on what you want to do, what scholarship you want, or that's basically. And if you want to pay for the tuition usually ranges from 2,000 RMB to 5,000 RMB. That depends on where your school is located. Like the city, is your school in town, or is it like far from town? Like schools in Beijing and Shanghai most of the times are quite expensive than the school in other areas here. So that's factor to count, and the course you are going to do, whether it's masters or it's bachelor's or it's PhD, they all count. So it usually ranges from 2,000 to 5,000 RMB. So what you have to do is, if you don't know anybody in China, and you want to get to a university here first, like you do your own research and see the university you want to come to, and you check their online, you see how you can apply for scholarships, or if you want to do the tuition, if you want to pay the tuition yourself, you just check the requirements, and if you meet the requirements, you apply to the school. They will mail you once you get admitted and all that. And if you want to apply for a scholarship and you don't know anything about it, it's better to get an agent, because that's how I say 80% or 70% of students enjoying the scholarship here in China do it. They mostly apply through people they know. If you know anybody in the school already, or if there are some agencies that can take your money and apply the scholarship for you, you just have to pay them. The best advice is, if you want to study here, it's better you have someone recommend a school for you, because most of the times, a school you see on the internet, like, it wouldn't be like that dope when you actually come and see it for yourself. So it's better when you have someone here in China already who is helping you to get a school. It saves time, money, and everything. But if you want to apply it for yourself too, it's possible. You just have to log on onto the school's website, and you just figure out from there. So I'll be taking you guys through the facilities here in my school, and you see how it's like to be in a university in China. So now I'm on the b-ball course. They actually like basketball, so there are a lot of courts here. And looks like this entrance is closed, so I'll go and pass at the other side. There are like, I think 6 basketball courts here. This one is a joint court. It's one joint court with 2 basketball courts inside, and that's the tennis courts at the back. So I'll be showing you guys around. Just all right. So as you can see, I'm moving to the soccer pitch here. It's close to the first. I think it's the second basketball court there. The first joint one is at the back. It's quite far, the campus is big, so I cannot like go and pass everywhere, but I'll try and see. I'll try and see. So as you guys can see, here is the soccer field. It's Friday here, so and the weather is quite okay. It's not that very bad. So here's the soccer field, and here's the stands. It's quite good. There are a lot of places here that if you wanna do sports, you can just enjoy. There is a volleyball court there, so I'll show you guys to that. I'll take you guys to the gymnasium too. So so I'm getting to the entrance of the gym, and it's actually free. You don't have to pay anything. It's a school gym, so you don't have to pay anything. Here's the gymnasium. This is how it looks like. actually a big hall with the metals, and the ping pong table is at the back. At the back, I'll take you guys there. So this is the treadmill, other gym stuff. There are lots of ping pong tables here too, because it's, I think, one of the favorite spots for the Chinese. So there are lots of tables here. So that's the gym. I'll be taking you guys to I'll show you guys the library and the other facilities we have here. So just keep on. Right now I'm heading to the school post where when you get a package, let's say you buy something online, when you get a package, you come and take it. Here online shopping is a big deal here. Like, people buy things online than going to the actual market, especially students. So this is how it looks like. They will send you your code and everything. There are boxes electronic. You just enter your code here. It's actually in Chinese, but you can just you press like this. You enter the code and the box will open and you take your package out. It's quite simple. Okay, so I'm heading to the school library, and as you all know, I'll not be allowed to use this camera inside and be talking to, so I'll just show you guys the outside and try and see whether I can sneak in and get you a video of how the surroundings are, but I doubt it. They might send me out. So with the school library, you have to enter with your school card. That's how you enter the main entrance, and even your room too, we have room cards. That's how you enter. That's what literally shows your students, which together with your student book. So I'm heading to the library. I think it's 4-story. Yes, it's a 4-story library, and we have another library too on a different campus. So my school actually have 3 campuses, but right now I'm on the main campus here. So I'm heading towards the main campus. This is the side exit. This is the library, quite big, and it's the inside looks conducive for learning too. I go there not quite a lot of times. When I go, I just go and borrow the books and go and study it in my room. And talking about the room too, our hostels, there are special hostels for the international students, and our hostels are quite better as compared to the Chinese, because this is their country, and they can go back home anytime they want. But we are the foreigners, so we just have to be served right, and cultural differences and stuff. So when you compare our hostels to theirs, I think ours is way better. It's like 2 in a room, and every floor comes with a kitchen staffed with utensils, staffed with electrical appliances, the cooking, microwave, and all those things. So here's the entrance of our library, and that's the first basketball court as my back. I'll get closer for you to see. Here's the entrance of the library. I think it's a 3-story library. Hey guys, so I couldn't complete all the videos yesterday, so now I've managed to sneak into the kitchen. This house but it's not all schools here in China that have staffed kitchens like this. Other schools, it's in the rooms and stuff, but here we have the kitchen is staffed with all the equipment, refrigerator and everything. So that's it. I'm going to the classroom from now. Hey, what's up, man? I'm good. So I'm on the 4th floor, and I'll be taking the elevator down. This is how the rooms are like. It's 2 in a room, and it's quite spacious. It's really good. So I'll be showing you the class right now. Just stick with me. Let me take the elevator downstairs. And the class size actually depends on the number of students taking that course, and you'll be assigned to a particular class. So the class I'll be showing you is not really big for a great number of people, so it's quite smaller, but you guys will see. I have different classes with Chinese students. That one I take it on a different campus, on the south campus, but now, like I said yesterday, I'm on the main campus, so I'll be taking you guys to the classes here on the main. For the international students, the classes for the international students on the main campus. but there are joint classes we do with the Chinese. Those classes are like way bigger than the ones I'm going to show you now. So you just stick with me. Then Vera is going downstairs. I'll be there in a minute. Like, and funding for our classes are in our building, in the same building. It's in the same building where we sleep. So there's no hassle. You just have to wake up, calm down on the first floor and go to the classroom. That's all. Unless otherwise you are going outside you're having class like with the Chinese, or then you have to go to a different campus or this main campus. There are classes like that. So here is class. This is where I take my Chinese class. There's a smart board here, the whiteboard. This is where I take my Chinese class. Like I said, it's quite smaller because the numbers is not that great. But with the Chinese, the class I have with the Chinese is actually like way bigger than this, like very standard, way bigger than this. So I'll be taking you guys to the cafeteria for you to see how there's like. Stick with me. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the cafeteria. It's just right by the side of our hostel. Here it's actually I think three floors here. The first floor, the price of the things there are quite cheaper than the second floor, and the third floor is for like it's just like a restaurant for teachers, and the things there are quite expensive. You need the menu, but this one is like you just point the first floor and the second floor, like you just point and kill. You just choose what you want and they'll give it to you. But the third floor is more for like the teachers and like officials here in the school. So I'll just show you guys the first floor, and there's a coffee shop actually here. So I'll just show you guys the first floor and the coffee shop. Then I take you to the next place. So stick with me. And like making friends here in China is not that difficult, you know. There are, some of them are really cool. I remember alright, so here is the coffee shop. You can get your ice cream. Then here is the first floor. This is how it looks like. So like I was saying, making friends here in China is actually like quite simple. You know, some of the guys are really cool, but you know, the thing is the communication part. If you don't know your Chinese very well, unless you use a lot of hand gestures and like translation, you translate what you want to say with your phone and stuff. I literally met this guy I think 2 days ago, and I don't know him anyway, so I just bought my food and we happened to sit on the same table, and after like having the dinner, he took me to the supermarket here. The supermarket is right here. I'll show you later. He took me to the supermarket and bought me this milk. The Chinese guys, some are cool, but like the main problem is like the communication, unless like you are good with the Chinese, because few of them speak English. But my Chinese classmates, they actually speak English, so that one is fine. But there are lots of them, like the major number of them, they don't speak. And here is the supermarkets in the school. A major of them, they don't speak English, so you just have to know the Chinese. So like I was saying, making friends here. Okay, so this is the east gate of my school, and there's another at the, I think, west, and there's the main gate, the north gate. Making friends here is actually like very simple. You meet people like from your country or from your continent, like aside the Chinese, you meet people like from wherever you come from. So that one is no big deal. And your course mates, like it's quite cool here. Making friends here is actually because like most of the people that you meet when you come here, they are new here too, like the students you go to class with. So like you start talking about like your new experience here in China and stuff. Just like this friend of mine, I met him when I came here. Hi. I think 2 years ago or something like that. Yeah.